Hello. I hope you've had a chance to view Marketing 911 Part 1. This is Part 2, and I'm going to be focusing on motivating volunteers, educating our legislators, and social media. I think you'll find this equally beneficial. The following presentation is a continuation of Grassroots Marketing 911, How to Educate and Motivate Your Community on a Shoestring Budget. The previous presentation focused on educating the public or marketing to the public in a somewhat less traditional way. This presentation is going to focus on organizing volunteers, social media, and contacting legislators. Organizing volunteers or potential volunteers is crucial. Keeping track of contacts will help you remember who you spoke to, but also help your campaign be structured and more efficient. For the past 2 years, I've kept a spreadsheet of everyone I met, date, name, email, and where I met them, and in my case, a brief note of our conversation to help me remember that specific person. I also have a checkbox for specific tasks. The key to this successful campaign is utilizing other people's talents and skills, exponentially multiplying your efforts. For example, every person I met, I handed them my educational business card, then followed up with a short email. Website. Don't wait for it to be perfect before you begin to post on it. Keep it simple. If another site has the same information, use a link to that website. It's less to maintain. Everyone has their own idea on user-friendly websites. I try to keep mine simple with key information highlighted. This means key topics as tabs. Take action, or how can I help, should also have a prominent spot on the campaign website. I prefer a home page to offer a variety of information. Then users can find what they are most interested in or what piques their interest and click to find more in-depth facts and supporting data. Articles were essential to this campaign, particularly research and studies. Based on the number of hits these pages got, they were a widely used resource. It is important to keep your website, especially these types of references, current. Tags or article themes were used to identify issues within an article. I offered several ways for a user to select a topic. My goal was for the user to utilize a method that they were most familiar with. Since I live in Florida and millions of people visit the Disney World, I wanted to leave an image in people's minds of the new Mickey Mouse, something for people to ponder. This I put at the bottom of my page. Media is often an important component in campaigns, but also very expensive. Television and other traditional forms of advertising in newspapers and magazines were definitely out of my price range. Social media is fairly new to campaigns and should be utilized. It is inexpensive and has the ability to reach millions. Since you can't do everything yourself, find volunteers who are efficient and adept at a specific social media and ask them to take charge. A friend maintains our Facebook page. Current articles are posted daily. She does a great job and enjoys engaging opponents in conversation. Twitter is easy and another excellent form of communication. Trending is the key to this media. If you can get groups to choose one universal, short hashtag for every Twitter, your campaign message will reach far more people and hopefully be a top trender. I use hashtag #NoToPot, but noticed other groups used hashtag #StopPot, so I try to use both. Contact local radio stations and ask them to be on specific shows or to be interviewed. You might have to be a little pushy, but a radio show's audience is an excellent way to reach many people. Also call in on national radio shows if they are discussing your topic. Be sure to plug your campaign. Emailing legislators is critical. No matter what the topic or issue, you can be sure the opponents are busy, often with unlimited funds. Lobbyists are trolling the halls at state capitals attempting to persuade legislators. In our case, the other side spent millions of dollars to get marijuana legalized or placed on the ballot, and continued to spend millions on advertising. People were sent to Tallahassee to cry at their doorstep. You may find it beneficial to consolidate a spreadsheet with all state and national legislators, to include emails, room location, party affiliation, phone number. This will make a useful tool for others and have information on a spreadsheet easy to access. If possible, visit your local legislators when they are at home. Also, trips to your capital provided legislators with educational information to help combat your opponents will provide them with resources they might not otherwise have or have the time to resource. Try to establish yourself or your organization as the expert and the go-to group for data and statistics. Build a relationship with legislators who voted in favor of your topic. Try to meet with them or their aides. Also, leave information at opponents' desks to help persuade them to see the truth. Letter writing is an excellent means of communicating with local and national officials. Many senior citizens don't have internet access, but want to help. Ask them to write letters to their legislators. Besides mailing them, you could personally deliver them when you are going to the state capitol. Children can also be helpful and write heartfelt letters. You might be able to organize in high schools, such as MAD or SAD in our case, scouting groups, church youth groups, to help in a letter writing campaign. Your website should include a link to other sites that track legislation, so you don't have to do the work. Typically, the information is current and updated. You can always get alerts and tailor the information to your own community issues. When I send out community alerts, I keep it simple. Can you make one phone call? Can you send an email? I have done the footwork. They just need to paste and send. Engage people who are good at writing opinion articles. Organize a list of newspaper contacts throughout your state or prominent national papers. Typically, these articles are witty, short, and direct. PowerPoints. Keep them simple. A picture is worth 1,000 words. As you may have noticed, these slides have had very few words. I want people to listen to what I'm saying and associate my words with the picture, not struggle to read an often too small print on a slide. When I publish my PowerPoints, I have discussion points and links in the notes section for readers to reference. If you have the time, a brochure might be useful. This one has key topics of our campaign detailed with resources. Whether posted on a website or sent via email, always resource your references. These links empower users with the knowledge and information and allows them an opportunity to do some research themselves with legitimate resources. Lastly, and most important, be sure to have a list of ideas or ways that people can engage themselves in your campaign. There is something for everyone. Never turn away a volunteer. At a minimum, hand them a stack of educational business cards. They will instantly feel committed to your campaign. Think outside the box and be creative. Engaging people will help them take ownership of the campaign. Offering a variety of options will appeal to a wider audience and thus influence far more people. For more information on this topic, go to nadupot.org. Suggestions or questions are greatly appreciated. I hope this presentation begins to give you ideas on how you can motivate and educate your community on a shoestring budget.